What up, y'all? This is Jamba. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm not even sure if this is gonna be the angle that is here fine? Let's keep it there. Okay. Fellas, y'all gotta stop with the whole shaming, the slut shaming. We gotta stop on that. And I'm not saying we gotta stop shaming women for being promiscuous for their sakes, or because it is gonna hurt their feelings, or because it's wrong on that front. I think men should stop doing it because it doesn't matter anymore. We should stop doing it because you sound dumb when you're doing it. Because if you're trying to chastise a woman or a young woman for engaging in certain activity, whether it's, hey, she did OnlyFans, or hey, she was a prawn star, or hey, she, was on this site, or hey, she was a sugar baby, or hey, she sold whatever, because it's an umbrella, right? It's an umbrella term for a myriad of behaviors. The reason why it's silly is just because women nowadays can virtually do anything, and still find plenty of men with resources, plenty of men with some sort of status or some sort of stability, or men who are moral. We've seen corn stars with men who are pastors, not just any pastors at some regular old church, but pastors at mega churches, and like we've gotten to a point where they can do kind of anything and still find themselves a good man at the end of it. So what's like this whole shaming thing that a lot of men are doing, because I was doing a reaction video, and I was to somebody, and it's this young lady talking. There's a couple videos that I was doing, and I was looking in the comment section. There was men calling the woman 304s, which is another word for hoe. Basically, it's like if you type 304 in a calculator and you put it upside down. Some of y'all might know what I'm talking about. But because is being promiscuous a good thing, regardless if you're a man or doing it? Obviously, the answer, generally speaking, is no. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. Obviously, I'm not. But point being is that I know that it's not a positive thing. So I get that, generally speaking, you should have a level of shame in a society in general for all things that are either degenerate or wrong or what have you, right? So I can, it's a good thing to shame people who are, preying on underage people or whatever, stealing, robbing, being dishonest, whatever. But when it comes to the whole, look, fellas, if there was a war between morality versus hoes, the hoes won. I'm using hoes in please. Hoes won the battle, and they won it a long time ago. I've seen in my personal life women who, now this is me not shaming these particular people, but I've seen women have content on their Twitter of them just getting completely obliterated phallically, and these same women turn around and find themselves a really good guy, like with ease. And the funny thing is, fellas, because I'm talking to y'all right now, the women will tell you this. The women will tell you that, hey, even though I do have, turn this window down. Even though I do have an OnlyFans, even though I do have a Fansly account, or even though I do have my feed and my pictures, even though I do have scantily clad photos of myself on IG or whatever, it still doesn't prevent me from getting high value men. And men are always like, they won't take you seriously. No man will ever commit to you because of your past. No man of any means. It's like, y'all, this is not correct information. We are past that. Morality, all these men talk we've lost that war. We are in a I'm using it lightly, y'all. We are past that. We are past this era where it's like, it's a stigmatized, like women are literally going up on their pages talking about, hey, yeah, I caught herpes from so-and-so. Oh yeah, I got syphilis. I got, I've had, orgies. I've had this happen. I've had this happen. I've gone to, and done open relationship. But like we are in an openly sexualized world now. And not only that, but women are finding it easier than ever before to get themselves the man that they really, really want. And ladies, if I'm wrong, let me know. Put it in the comment section. I'm spitting everywhere. But my point being is just that I want fellas to live in reality. I want fellas to start operating in a myriad of ways, right? But especially when it comes to socially and how we're dealing with one another, and not just be in this delusion and seeing and copying the talking points that you're seeing from this content creator, or, this little viral clip or this little podcast or what have you. But yeah, man, I mean, women who are engaging in these activities, they're having no issue getting men. They're having no issue getting good men. They're having no issues getting dates. They have no issues getting gifts. They have no issues getting attention. They have no issues getting, they just don't. Now, they might have an issue getting the exact perfect guy that they want, that has the right height measurements and has the right, like, sure. But I'm saying that, but overall, you guys, for them, getting a relationship is not hard, nor is it all that impressive, because it is easier for them to get into relationships as opposed to a man. I think that it is more of a flex for a guy to be in a relationship on average than it is for a woman to be in a relationship. These women don't find getting men and keeping men to be difficult. The genders and the dynamics between the genders have relatively flipped, where men are the ones that are trying to vie to get into relationships to keep a woman around, and women are the ones that are more so likely to play the field, because they have such a variety of options, a variety of opportunities, a variety of things and guys and experiences. And hey, I can go over here and I can travel here, and then there's a guy over here that I'm talking to, and this guy over here, he plays for hockey, and this guy over here, he does real estate, and I can learn something from him, and this guy over here, he does apps, and this guy over here, like, they have such a smorgasbord, especially when they're young, to choose from. Why the fuck will they get with just any old dude? Why would they? And they know that regular guy, or that guy who's even making good money, he's still not as much of a commodity as his female counterpart. He just isn't. Now, some of y'all might disagree with me on this, and that's fine. Please put in the comments, am I a simp? What am I? What am I? I'm just trying to tell y'all the real. Because I done seen recently, I saw this woman's post, and this was a woman who's a friend of mine, and I saw that she got herself a man, and I'm like, yeah, and this woman was indulging, you know what I'm saying? And not just indulging like on some regular shit. I mean, this woman was a content creator, you know what I mean? And here's the thing, good for her. I'm not even saying that she shouldn't have found a guy. I'm saying good for her. But I'm willing to bet you that this woman her getting that guy was not a hard thing to do. It wasn't difficult. So I just think that men overall, like, I think that we lost the quote unquote hoe wars. You know, like, it's like we want y'all to be respectable women, but we lost. And I think we lost because a lot of men are weak-willed. I think a lot of men, okay, I'm gonna roll that back up. I think a lot of men became too desperate. I'm not saying that I'm exempt from this. Look, I've had my moments as well. I think social media definitely escalated things a whole lot since 2012, 2011. So this is the era that we're in right now. We're in an era, and I'm gonna talk about this in a different video, about how a lot of men don't have families, and they want families. I'm gonna put a pin on that because I'm gonna do that in another video. But yeah, you guys, like to kind of put a bow on this thing, fellas, you know, when you're talking about she's a 304 and hoes, and it's like, I'm not saying that you can't point stuff out sometimes, but at the same time, we're using it as a moniker to shame somebody, and it's just not. It's not what you think it is anymore. The Overton window has shifted. Women do not, generally speaking, they do not care. Most men are not even in a position to care because they do not have the options. They do not have the value that they might have once had in the before time. Your average man is not a commodity. Coming off of World War II in the 50s, the average man was a lot more of a commodity. Now they're not. And women will tell you that they don't give a fuck. Like your regular dude, they don't give a fuck about that guy. Like, not really. And some of these women might be with average guys who, for whatever reason, they decide to be with. But, you know, that's not like overwhelmingly, for the most part, that is not. And maybe in a separate video we can dive into whether or not that's true. But I'm not going to do it here. But point being is, I'm tired of seeing in the comment section men talking about this woman is a 304, this woman's a hoe. It's like, who cares, man? Like, I'm not even like who cares, but it's just like, you know that even the guys commenting, you would probably still date that woman. You can call Amber Rose a hoe or all you want to, but the vast majority of guys who would come across an Amber Rose, and if Amber Rose gave you a chance, I mean, maybe not now because she got that dumb head tattoo, but head tattoo-less Amber Rose, if she gave the vast majority of men who shit on her an opportunity, they would date that woman. They would date most of these women, because most guys have never even been in the same area code of a woman who is as attractive as an Amber Rose. At least not after early college, right? It's like, so. But anyways, y'all, women they've won the hoe wars. That might be the title of this video. You heard the Clone Wars, there's the hoe wars, and the hoes won. So we're gonna have to deal with those consequences. I think men should adapt, persevere, reassess. But all the hoe shaming, it's just, even I'm tired of seeing it, and I'm tired of seeing it not for the women's sake necessarily. It's just more so because it's like you're just not basing your shit in reality. It's like, you know, you just gotta. It's a symptom that a lot of men are stuck, and we're trying to kind of force things to be what they were in the before time, but it's just not, man. We're moving forward, for better, for worse. We're moving forward. But yeah, man, be sure to look out for more content. I'm gonna do a little bit more stuff of me in the car, in this peaceful neighborhood. So like and subscribe, y'all.